They tried to play us, but we made the game.
BDE.
Offend these haters, turn their shade to shame.
Believe you me.
Stick with the name that pays. Big Daddy everything.
And they thought I was dumb to rap, but how dumb is that when I'm the running back? Gut punch you in front of you at eye level, see if you gon' stomach that. It's food for thought, but we don't feed them hoes, we don't need them hoes. Eloquent, Big Daddy elephant, just in their element. Intelligence, telling men something they could tell a friend. And
Our mental mellow scientists, what's up? You heard of elephants? Always looking so forward to talking to y'all and saying what's up. Jeff, you want to say what's up to the people?
Yes, sir. Fellas, welcome to the Big Daddy Energy Podcast. This is the place where we talk about all things related to manliness, manhood. It's good to be here. If y'all are tuning in, y'all need to be checking in. And if you like the content, then like the content.
Absolutely.
What's up, brother?
Everything's good, man. You just got off work or what? You chilling?
I'm chilling, man. Off work, back to work. You know how we do.
I got to go to the gym.
Yes, sir. After this work, there'll be some more work to do.
Cool. It's a Monday, so I figured, I don't know, talk about some important stuff.
Yeah.
Help the fellas kind of get back into the groove of things. If you'll notice, where both could probably use a shave.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe a
Little line right here.
trim up.
A little bit, yeah.
But who cares? We're just talking men, right?
Hey, this stuff grows, man. We don't have to do anything. It just does what it does.
Absolutely. I wonder if anyone would take offense to this PIMP stuff.
No, sir. Have you ever seen 50 Cent's album sales? He sung a song about being a PIMP.
Got you.
And everybody loved it. So everyone should also love this.
Okay, cool. I feel great about that. Yeah. All right, let's get into it then. Where did pimping start, brother?
Where did pimping start? Oh man, I think it started at like the 8th person that existed.
Think so?
Pimpin's been around, brother.
All right. Pimpin's and pimping been pimping?
Yes, sir.
I
know there's a famous book, Iceberg Slim.
Iceberg Slim.
About being a pimp. Maybe that's when it got popularized in America. I don't know.
Probably before that.
Probably. Yeah.
It first appeared in English around 1600 and was used then as now to mean a person who arranges opportunities for sexual intercourse with a prostitute. The figurative meaning, a person who panders to an undesirable or immoral impulse, was found by the middle of the 17th century. All right, let's look at why it's called pimping.
So what were all the prostitutes doing before the pimps came? Were they just free range prostitutes?
More than likely. Okay. The origin of the word pimp is not known. It started to come from the 16th century. French word pimper, which means alluring or seducing an outward appearance. Pimps eventually became known as men who solicited clients for prostitutes, who in turn give all the money to the pimp. Pimping can.
So some Renaissance pimping.
So it sounds like 1600.
Old English pimping. I thought it came from an Italian guy named Pimpalucci. That's where I thought that came from.
I never heard of him. Pimpalucci?
I just made it up just now. Pimpalucci.
Got you. So how obnoxious are we? Right, we keep having these discussions, and now look how low we've gotten. All right, we'll do anything for attention, and you sleaze balls, y'all have done it again.
Yeah.
Now, I'll go ahead and distinguish between the two. Like, if you have Big Daddy energy, more than likely you'll say, I don't have to be a pimp. Like, because you understand how pimps are looked at in society, and what a scumbag.
Yeah.
Right? You think you think he'd leave her alone, something like that, or get her some help. But no, he wants to prey on the weak. Right?
Manipulate.
And so that's how society looks at a pimp. And I listen, I get it. But that's not what we're talking about here. We're not talking about pimper. What we're doing is we're going to talk to y'all about an acronym, and acronyms are so that you can remember things a little easier, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So let's look at some of the words and why it's so important. I encourage all men who want to have a substantial, successful relationship, whether it's a marriage or you want to have 3 women, whatever you want to do, that you make sure that you have providence or being a provider taken care of. That's the first step.
Mm-hmm.
So P stand for provider or providence. All right. Provider or providence. Jeff, you had some pretty good discussions with us about provision. You want to?
So a little recap.
Yeah, just catch us up to speed a little bit.
Okay, so the word provide or provision or providence would mean to see ahead or to see over. It's a compound word, provide, pro meaning either over or ahead. Vide, the root of that, we see that in the word video, right? This is something that we see. And so provide, it means to see ahead or to see over. So to provide means to be out in front of it. You're out in front of all of life's things, problems, solutions, challenges, all of that, and you're dealing with them in the front. You're in the front line.
Oh, but I thought that meant to pay the bills and to make sure people eat.
Oh, sir, that is a job. That's a supplier. That is someone who brings in the supplements. Supple. It's the one that brings stuff. And so if you see that the bill is due, it was due on the 1st of last month and the month before, surely it'll be due on the 1st of the next month. And so let me do something now to get ahead of it and be able to pay it and provide the supplies.
Okay. All right, I like that. The I would be, if the P is for providence, the I is for instruction. Mm-hmm. Or you as the instructor. Mm-hmm. Now it doesn't seem so bad. Oh, I didn't know where y'all were going with that. It's not really necessary for us to talk to you about being a provider. We've heard that our whole lives, right, Jeff?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
They've beaten us over the head with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's okay because it's true. You should at least be able to have something going for your own self. And if you can have something going for your own self, you're probably strong enough to be able to do it for another person. Mm-hmm. Just at least one other person. Yeah. And then the two of you and that other person are probably strong enough to do it for however many kids you have.
Mm-hmm.
And that's cool. Yeah. So you don't need to really teach somebody about being a provider. They know that. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Being an instructor, everybody does not know that.
Yes, sir.
How else will that woman know how to wield a knife? She has no instruction.
She won't know.
She won't know, right?
No, sir. If the time ever comes where you need her to be able to wield a knife, both of you will be dispatched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How will she know to cook your food?
Mm-hmm.
My wife, she has a general understanding of cooking. And let's see, she has a general idea of cooking. Yet, listen, my instructions are this is how I want it.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And I've, listen, brother, spent years instructing this lady.
Yeah.
Years and years and years instructing this lady. What does instruction look like? Or to be an instructor? What do you pull from that?
Okay. So when I think of the term instructor at its base, I'm thinking of someone standing in front of someone else, giving them understanding, teaching them.
I thought you were talking about choir instructor. I'm like, come on, brother.
No, sir. I think of like a teacher, someone that has to teach you things. And it's not just do this and do that. It's all the whys and what's involved, all the nuance in something. Instruction. Yeah. Something I do with my wife, and we have fun with this, is I'll typically put her in an effective headlock. Not
just a second. If we
oh, what is this?
Oh, this is only one of the things that they call an energy boosting, non-GMO, gluten-free, kosher, zero sugar drink.
Oh, it's an energy drink, but I don't like the crash that those give.
That's perfectly fine because there's no crash in these.
Really?
You can drink it. It tastes good.
It sounds expensive.
Actually, you can find it at any of your closest grocery stores. It's not much different than anything else that you buy. Plus, how much worse does soda cost? It can cost you your health.
Soda's terrible for you.
Yep. No sugar, no preservatives.
I sure wish I had a Celsius right now.
What's crazy, brother? One of the main reasons I'm laughing is because if Celsius paid us to do this, I'd probably do the exact same.
It'd be the exact same thing, brother. Except we would have just said we'll do it the one time we did it without rehearsing. We'll do it like that.
Absolutely. Man, it tastes like there's some weed in there.
Oh man, that stuff must be good.
Kiwi and guava. Does that make weed?
Guava is secret for.
It's not bad. Essential energy, accelerates metabolism, burns body fat. But one thing I will say is for sure, when the time does come, we're being paid for things. We will not share something with y'all that we're not serious about.
Yeah, right on. Yeah.
We definitely won't. IDK about finding it at any grocery store. Target. Yeah. She likes to shop at Target, brother.
Oh yeah, that's how you know you're in the upper middle of the classes. Target.
Yeah. They got some nice stuff there though, bro. Like
Target's actually pretty good, brother. They got some good stuff.
They got nuts that you wouldn't find in a lot of different places. It's all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
All right, Target. Hey, pay up. All right.
We'll tell you where to send the check. Thanks.
So, please, if you would, we were talking about instruction and what that probably looks like.
Oh, yes, sir. So with my wife, and we have fun with this. I'll put her in a headlock, and I've taught her. I've taught her to line the elbow up with the chin. When you go for a headlock, you want to line your elbow with the chin of the person, and then you want to get this hand and you want to squeeze. All right. What this does, these two sides of your arm squeezes the sides of their neck, cutting off blood flow, oxygenated and non-oxygenated blood, makes people pass out very quickly. And you don't have to be very strong to do this.
Without killing them, right?
No, you won't kill them. If you do an arm bar, which is a more straight, you'll hit that part, and that will kill them. An arm bar will kill them. But I do it to my wife to show her how quickly and how effective it is. And then also because I've taught her the best chance she has of getting out of one. And so we have fun with this. This is something we do for fun. And she'll start doing it to me. And just recently she got it to where I had to slap her arm.
She got it right.
She got it right.
She learned it
correctly. And listen, guys, it's not an ego thing. If someone does it correctly, from like an 11-year-old child up, if someone does it to any sized human correctly, it takes like 3 or 4 seconds, man. And you're gonna pass out. So tap the arm, don't have an ego, or you will pass out. And that's worse than saying, all right, you did it right. You did it right. Because you will pass out. You teach your children this, they'll make you pass out, man. It doesn't take much. And this is instruction. This is what instruction looks like. My wife knows how to do it effectively to a person much larger than herself, and she kind of has an idea of her best chance to get out of it. And we do this for all kinds of stuff, man. All kinds of stuff.
Instruction.
Yeah, it's because I'm not misogynistic. I want her to defend herself. So I have to put her in headlocks.
This is good. Men need morals. Women need guidance. I'm going to say that until I die. Men need morals, brother. A man without morals, I don't even want him around me, Joe. You know what I'm saying?
He's lost.
No morals? We can't be cool, man. And then women without guidance. Listen, Jeff, I don't want to hear her. A woman without guidance, I don't want to hear any words from her.
Yeah.
I don't want her around me. If she refuses to be guided, she knows everything.
I've got nothing to do. I have nothing for
her. Which leads me into the next letter of this acronym, the letter M. Which is management. Management, and then you as the manager. All right. One of the first things you want to manage with a woman, one of the first things you want to manage, not manage her money. Come on, Jeff. Not talking about real in life pimping.
I mean, we're talking about management.
But really, that money's yours anyway. If she's in your life, that money is yours, by the way.
Yes. Yeah. Let me just real quick, if you don't mind, brother.
Yes, sir.
So it's an Italian word, managgiare.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the word manager comes from. And it means to handle or to train. And it initially was used to talk about horses, to train and handle horses.
Okay.
But if you know anything about horses, that doesn't mean you just hit them and tell them what to do. There's a lot involved in handling and training horses. And so the idea has just been transferred over. So someone that is a manager is to train and to handle. which means that person, those employees, if you're a manager, they're in your care. You need to make sure that they're getting adequate drinking, break times, paid on time, all that kind of stuff, and that they're doing their job effectively.
It's good.
And if you were to use a thesaurus, another word for manager would be a steward. That would be another word, right? For a manager would be a steward.
Okay.
Which is what husband means. So
good job. Okay. HoustonHVACHeroes.com. My boy Carlos. What's up, Los?
Tis the season too, man. Y'all check the boy out.
Houston HVAC Heroes. I got another buddy that does HVAC too, man. I wish y'all the best. I want y'all to just take over, man. Take over.
Absolutely.
So Craig says, I need one of them. Talking about one of these. That's what he's talking about. I'm about to say, what are we talking about here? Because we're not really.
I was gonna say, yeah, you're gonna have to manage that on your own, Craig.
We're not selling boats and hoes. Great job, y'all. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Brother. Appreciate you. Yeah, absolutely. It's all love, always love, man. Always love. This is Faustino's brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Frosty brother, man.
I see you, man.
My boys, man. I grew up on the same street, Jeff. All right.
So the whole lot of y'all just solid, huh?
Yeah.
The whole family, y'all just.
That's how it's been, man.
That's a bet, man. That's what's up.
That's how it's been. I'm yet to see y'all's intro, man. You gotta click on it, man, and wait. You know, when that first boop, boop.
Yep.
You gotta Town West 100, absolutely, man. Salute. All right, so management. One of the first things you got to manage from a woman is her expectations.
Mm-hmm.
You got to start there.
It's good.
If you don't start with managing a woman's expectations, it's gonna be hard to reel her in. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's going to be hard. It's going to be very hard. Matter of fact, whenever you find it very difficult to deal with a woman, it's because you failed at the beginning to help her to manage her expectations. And that's your job. You might say, well, damn, I don't know what she was thinking. Nah, you helped her think that. Whatever it is. So some men, for example, some men might lead with money, right? Oh, man, yeah, man, I got that, man. What, that? Oh, man, that ain't nothing. See what you just did? You just told her that ain't nothing. You just said it.
You just managed her expectations. You can't call her a gold digger.
Absolutely. So she
told her that's what you're there for.
Absolutely. She thinks, okay, this guy, he likes to show off. He's going to show me off. We're going to go out of town a lot because it's nothing. She doesn't know that when you say that's nothing, you're saying that's just $400, a one-time $400.
Mm-hmm.
That's nothing. She's not reasonably understanding that you're saying this one-time thing right here. Oh, that's nothing. She doesn't know that you don't mean I could do this every day. Unless you say what? I could do that every day.
Yeah. Yep.
So you got to manage your expectations. Some guys, we like to impress women. So I don't like to go out of my way to impress a woman, but it's cool when a woman is impressed by me.
Feels good.
You ever felt that before, Jeff?
Oh yeah. That's tapping into that big daddy energy.
Absolutely.
That's what that energy is. Walking impressionable. Right.
Yeah. If I said in one of my songs before, ain't trying to impress a chick and she's impressed by it. I'm not going out of my way to impress her, but she's feeling it.
Yeah.
She notices that guy. So I get it. Like there's a lot of things that men like to do, like we peacock sometimes and just different things, but the best way to do it is to just let her know, like I'm a serious dude. I don't play around.
Yeah.
If you come at a woman like that, she'll be like, "Oh, I'm sorry," right? And then you just say, "No, I'm not joking. You laughing? I'm not. I'm really serious." And I don't mean coming across like mean or rude. I'm just like being like that, like that. That woman, even though she plays with other men, she'll never play with you.
Mm-hmm.
Some people will call it checking. Maybe we are talking about pimping. maybe we are talking about pimping.
Could be, brother. Could be.
But you have to let a woman know who's boss. You have to.
Yeah.
If you don't, then she'll be boss.
Yeah, yeah. Well, when you check somebody, when you're playing chess and you check someone, it just forces them to do something because of what you've done, and that's all it is, right? It's not always an aggressive play. It's just saying, hey, I'm doing this, and now you have to do this. That's
where we're at.
Check is address the move I just made, address it accordingly. That's all.
There you go. And that woman that actually turns a woman on, believe it or not. You let her know who's in charge.
Mm-hmm.
You might not want to because you're like, man, but I'm getting so close. I think she likes me, and so you're like, nah, I'm not. I'm just gonna let her make it because she doesn't know or whatever. Yeah. You're losing. You do that, you're losing, man. You just smile it off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But if she's cool and she's not violating any kind of mandates that you have, I get it. You just have a good time. You should have a good time with women.
Enjoy your time, man. Yeah. If you take something seriously, just make sure she takes it seriously too.
That's it, right, Joe?
That's all. Because if she crosses a line, then what are you gonna do? You're gonna get mad and start yelling and slam something? It's your fault, dude.
Shouldn't do that. It is, yeah.
It's your fault.
It's your fault. So you manage you manage the atmosphere. We've talked about this before. You manage you manage your situation. It's yours, man. She's around you. You're not around her. Right? She's spending time with you, bro. And so you just manage her expectations. You manage her women a lot of times like to pick up egos every once in a while. It's just, it's a feeling that they have and they'll just try it. To have an ego around you, you just let her know, man. Like it ain't like that. Like the way you think it ain't like that.
Yeah.
Right? You just manage her ego, let her know. This is not like that.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
Right? She's like, yeah, right. You want to be all over me. Nah, I mean I do what I want, and if I'm not all over you, then I don't want to be all over you. But you just let it know, not like that. Matter of fact, got some work to do.
Yeah.
So I had a situation with somebody I know very dearly. I won't say the person's name on here. In which we had a phone conversation and was dealing. You should ask them to show you real quick. You should ask them to show you real quick. What's she talking about? I don't know. So somebody I know very well. I'm not going to say the person's name. But but I was on. We were having a phone conversation, and I just didn't feel valued on the phone, brother. I didn't feel like my time was being valued. I didn't feel, let's say he said he hadn't seen the intro. Oh, I got you. Show him the intro. I got you. I appreciate you. I do appreciate you, actually. Yeah, we'll summon Craig maybe a little later, and then we'll We'll do it. It's a good idea. So we were on the phone, and nah, brother, it just didn't seem like my time was being cherished, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I happen to think well enough about myself that I cherish my time, man. I cherish, the time that I spend with others. Seems like I'm doing something when I give people my time. And I don't know, it just for whatever reason, I wasn't receiving that's how it was supposed to. Like it wasn't going down like I felt like it was supposed to.
Okay.
I said, I'll just talk to you when I get to the house. Right. Or should I say, I'll talk to you when I see you again, right?
Yeah.
And I wasn't upset, Jeff. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't in my feelings and none of that stuff. You just don't know that. You should know, but you just don't know that that wasn't a one-time thing or a last year thing. Like
right.
This is really how things are. You know
Yeah.
And so what's going in here?
Dude, I was gonna ask if I needed to leave or
what's going in here on. No, we're just talking. We're talking about being a PIMP and just talking about managing expectations and managing all things concerning the man and the woman. Man should manage the woman.
Yeah.
And I'm giving an example of when I had to manage whether it was an ego or looseness with the tongue. There's been times where I have to, even with my daughters, I had to let them know, not gonna talk like that to me. And they're just small children, brother. And I said, nah, you're not gonna do it.
Yeah.
That's my job. It is my job, Jeff. If I never say anything, whose fault is it? Is it theirs?
No, not at all, because that's not the way the world works.
Right.
That's not the way the world works. And so everyone has expectations that they are to meet, and life has a way of managing those expectations for you. Right. And it goes from there all the way down. Everybody has to meet their expectations. That's all.
That's all it is.
Yeah, you don't have to be aggressive, guys. This is assertiveness. I've always heard it's not personal, it's business. I've heard guys do this during business negotiations. Say, oh, come on, man. And say, look, man, it's not personal, it's business. Right. And it's always sounded like a cop-out to me. This is personal. We're talking about the money that you're going to spend and that I'm going to make. That's what we're negotiating here.
Right.
Or vice versa. This is very personal. And so it's personal, but come on, let's be reasonable here. We're just being assertive. No, I'm not doing it for that price. No, come on, man. Don't even come at me with that kind of price. And this is how we do. So we're just saying, do this with your wife too. Don't talk to me with that kind of attitude. Look, if you're gonna have that kind of attitude, then we'll talk about this another time. Yeah. All right. I don't do attitude conversations. That's it. I'm out. It's not, brother. It's personal.
It is personal, yeah. You're right.
It's personal, but it's not. I'm not offended. I'm not mad at you. I still love you. I just don't do attitude. So, yeah. I guess let me know when you're done with that part, and then we'll have a discussion.
And then we'll just do it then. Yep. Absolutely. And then the last of the PIMP acronym would be protection.
Mm-hmm.
We've heard provider. We've heard protector, so you'd be protector. Excuse me. You're like, man, you didn't even teach us anything. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Y'all are not instructing. Y'all are not managing, man.
Yeah.
You just want to protect and provide. Golly, man. That's all y'all want to do is provide and protect. So you can get some play. Y'all some PPP loans.
Some PPP. How do you come up with this stuff so fast, brother?
I don't know,
man.
I still don't know.
Quick, man.
But yeah, man, that's what most of us are. And I'll say us because we're all men, man. I don't want to separate
Yeah.
y'all from me. But we have to instruct and we have to manage, because if we don't instruct, we don't manage. This is all your investment, and you're over here protecting and providing for something that's not giving you any returns.
Mm-hmm.
What returns do you get from you providing? So that's that investment. You're putting in all your hard-earned money. And then somebody comes and tries to damage your investment, and do what? You protect it.
Mm-hmm.
But is that investment only draining you? Is it just sustaining you? Right?
Yeah, no, absolutely, man.
How's it going, man? Man, Craig, we chilling, brother.
Craig, what's up, brother?
We talking about some important stuff though for the men. Y'all are toxic. Toxic means dangerous, lethal,
Mm-hmm.
damaging.
Yeah.
So we're not accepting that word anymore, toxic. If brother, fecal matter, is that toxic?
Yes, sir. That is toxic.
But is it always? Because what do they use manure for?
They use it to grow food.
That's true. Can't people eat shat?
No.
Yes, they can and still live.
Oh, you die if you eat shat.
No, you won't. No, you won't.
Shite? I guess if it gets in your bloodstream, you die. I guess
Yeah,
you can eat it. Okay.
Shat is just food, brother, that you're eating again. It just doesn't have any nutrients.
Yeah, I suppose.
Just eat it again.
Oh.
Stinks.
Yeah. You get that lump right here when you're about to.
This is disgusting. Y'all pick on women. We love women.
Yeah.
We love women. They making meat out of shat. Is
Word.
that what it looks like, brother?
Yeah, shat. I've never seen it spelled out. Shat.
Making meat out of shat. I bet they are, bro.
They probably are, man.
Your title says PIMP. Absolutely. Let me ask you, you're a lady. Let me ask you, do you want a man that is a provider? That's the first P. Pushing P. Do you want a man that shares with you instruction, things to help you become smarter and more efficient? Do you want a man to manage your understanding? Man, I misspelled manager and protector. I was missing the A in manager and missing the C in protector. HVAC, AC. Anybody needs their AC fixed? I'm missing the AC. I'll let my boy Carlos with HoustonHVACHeroes.com. There's a lot of women I know that don't know how to manage money.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of men I know that don't know how to manage money, but whenever a woman makes money and she's with somebody, that all that money is his.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the money that he makes isn't hers.
Mm-hmm.
That's something. Listen, I know how easy it is to say, "Oh man, I just make the money, man. I come home and I just give her my check."
Yeah.
Now, why does that happen, Jeff? Isn't it because the man doesn't feel like searching through the internet to pay those bills?
Of course.
Right?
No
man feels like doing that.
I hate doing it. I don't like it at all. I have no patience for online or calling some automated service to pay some stupid bill.
Right. Absolutely.
No patience for these things, man.
Yeah. So I called you on FaceTime. I didn't know that you'd be driving. Yeah, man. We truck drivers, man. You ever gonna get back in the truck? If not, you should do like dispatching and stuff because you know the game. But yes, sir. Yeah, fuel driver. So I used to do the OTR over the road, but now I'm just I'm in town pushing that fuel. Yeah. I FaceTimed you back too, but I couldn't. We couldn't hear each other. Yeah. So and then so we at times I've seen that. I've seen us we'll come home from work, we'll get our check, and it's just hers to distribute as she wishes.
Yeah.
But what if you haven't instructed her and you haven't taught her management? Money's gone. Your money is gone, sir.
Yeah, that's it. It's gone. I've seen one example that I feel like is a better option, but still not good enough. And that's when the guy doesn't, that's his way of managing expectations, right? Where he comes and brings his check, gives it to his wife. That way she knows what they have and she doesn't expect anything outside of what's in their budget.
I've seen
she
that
knows
before.
the budget.
I think you told me about that. Yeah.
Yeah. And I understand it. I understand. It's like, look, if I just give her the check, she knows what we got. So she ain't going to be asking me for all this other stuff. But you're still doing it. You know, that's not, I don't think that's as good as you could be doing it. It's not as efficient. You know what I'm saying? Because you're kind of solidifying yourself in that bracket. Like that's just what you're going to make. And that's it. You know what I mean? So,
Right. Are y'all ready for all that though? I commend you guys' bravery, love what you're doing here. I appreciate that.
That's what's up. Appreciate it.
What's good, Jeff?
What's up, brother?
Look what he says.
Thanks for checking. Oh man, of course, brother. Yeah, gotta look out for each other out here, man.
So we
gotta make sure we still amongst the land of the living, brother.
Yeah. And then also, would a woman want to protect her? Obviously, yes. So all women want pimps.
They want pimps.
So we got to make sure that we're PIMPs, man. There's no way around it.
Strap them gators on and get your pimp hand strong, fellas.
Is there any? Please, I'd love to hear. Is there any ladies that's listening that would like to chime in?
Yeah. If one of them are going to chime in, let me say this real quick. The word is protegere. It's Latin, protegere. The word tegere will later be called Geri, geri. And it means to cover. So pro, again, being in front, covering in front. Gary is where we get the word garrison from. So when you have soldiers in the field, put them in a garrison, you cover them. That's what it means. It means to be in the front line. And now listen, brother, every time I've laid in the bed with women since I've been mustached, I've laid in beds with women. And any time I've slept in the bed with a woman and there was a bump in the night, she never jumped up to cover me in front of me. Never. It was never like, never. It was never that. It was always, because maybe I didn't hear it. Maybe I was snoozing pretty hard.
Right.
Because of all the fun I just had. It was always go and protect.
Yeah.
I've always done it willingly, brother. I'm saying
it's part of our nature, but right? Isn't it part of your nature to protect?
It's part of our nature. And it's part of their expectations. They expect it.
They expect it.
So,
but I want y'all to know how much the two in the middle are.
Yeah.
The I and the M.
Yes, sir.
To instruct and to manage. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't leave that out, man. Please know that to be well-rounded, that you gotta, hey man, you gotta do all four.
It's hard, but it's fair.
And it is what it is, man. I say it's hard out here for a pimp.
It's hard out here for a pimp.
All right, let's cue in the intro.
They tried to play us, but we made the game. Offend these haters, turn their shade to shame.
Believe you me.
Stick with the name that pays. Big Daddy everything.
And they thought I was dumb to rap, but how dumb is that when I'm the running back? Gut punch you in front of you at eye level, see if you gon' stomach that. It's food for thought, but we don't feed them hoes, we don't need them hoes. Eloquent, Big Daddy elephant, just in they element. Intelligence, telling man something they could tell a friend. And
That's cool, man. If y'all are just tuning in, you're late. So we didn't just start.
Yep.
But our friend, our brother Craig wanted to, not Craig Hall, but our other friend Craig wanted to see the intro. And so that was that. Jeff, you got anything else about this pimping, man? Or you want to, oh, I'm sorry, real quick. The bumping and not moving it like speed, Craig said.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to see what's up, right?
Hey, wake you right up. Yes, sir.
All right, what you got, brother?
Now, man, this is the way it is. Because listen, I know that when people talk about pimps, they think about all the degradation involved. All the terrible things that we've heard and seen when it comes to pimps and prostitutes and all this. But listen, those women are there because they didn't have a man providing, or instructing, or managing, or protecting them.
That's true.
That's the reason why they became victims. And so that's what will happen to our women, our daughters, our wives, if we're not following the protocol. Because there's wolves outside and lions and bears and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so you got to keep it all in order, man, to keep it safe. It's the way it goes.
My brother said the intro is...
That's a bet.
It's fire, man. I appreciate it.
That's fun to make too.
That's cool. All right. I guess that's it then.